Hey guys, Snowbeck here. I've been working in the garage a little while. I'm filthy, dirty, all sweaty. It's hot today. It's like 91. So I'm going to show you we're doing a little. I took the front bumper off, took them bumperettes off, and finished up a little more body work, and worked on the side door. Had a little dent, and I took the. Well, I've got the front bumper off. I'm going to go ahead and fit the chin spoiler, and I'm going to show you what I do and how I go about fixing that chin, putting the chin spoiler on. So let's go take a look. So basically, gone over this thing. It's pretty much perfectly smooth, and all the Targa band holes are filled. And so anybody looking for a Targa band, hit me up. I'm not going to use it. I actually have two of them. One from my parts car, and then I have the one that I took off this car. So I'm pretty sure I'm not going to use it. So if you need one, let me know. We'll see what we can do. Okay. So there's that, and this one I just put just a little bit over the top of it. I had a few little low spots, and it's pretty much done. A little bit more putty here. Pounded out what I could. There's a lot of bracing in that door, so very little room to get in there to pound that out. So I pounded out what I could, and threw just a little bit of putty in there. It's not hardly going to take any putty. Well, and we just got to be careful of this crease line, top and bottom. That's a bad place for a dent. So we got to work that, make sure that line stays true. We'll sand that down. We'll get that in good shape. And I'm going to sand this entire car down. And so here's the bumperettes. I guess that's what they call these. Pull these things off. They're actually in good shape. This one's in real good shape. It's missing the center pieces, but I think you can still get those. So, any of you guys looking for some bumperettes? Now the only thing is this one, the bolt snap, but it wouldn't be tough to weld another all thread on there, make it work. There's still enough room there to get something welded on. And I have these ones off this car. Pretty sure I still have the ones off my 77. They're orange. So I got those. Otherwise they're going in the garbage. Somebody wants them, hit me up. So here we got the front bumper off. Took the license plate bracket off. I told you that was coming off. So when you take off the front bumper, obviously you're going to have the holes from where the bumperettes were. I believe these bumpers are like some kind of polyester or something. They're real, they're real soft. So we'll find something, fill them holes, and you will never even know. I did it on my 77, got rid of the holes, you can't even tell. So it's either I'm going to do that, or I may just order a whole new bumper. Maybe I'll get a fiberglass one. But this bumper's in great shape other than the where those were, so hate to abandon it. It's pretty nice. Alright, so let's go check out the front end. We finished up the body work on the hood too. I got this. This is perfect. Perfectly smooth. I just had, you can see where I just added a little bit. Just had a little bit of a dip here. That's going to be perfect. Everything's going to look great. So here we go. We got the chin spoiler here. Got it sitting on the ground. And basically, like I told you before, you got your valance here. So what I'm going to do is, let me get down here. So I'm going to take this chin spoiler. And like I said, it does help if you have somebody else with you, but get this lined up, make some marks, make a few marks, and drill a few holes. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll get right back to you. Okay, so I got one bolt, I got one nut in there. See, I made a line in the center, and then I drilled a hole in it, and then when you hold it on here, you can stick the drill directly underneath, drill through that hole right into your valance. Now, the valance is flexible. It's rubber, it's like a soft rubber, so you probably have to pull it down a little bit. But you can see, push that. So, fits pretty good for the most part. little adjustment. It's only got one nut in it, so you got to swing it around, and you have to bend the valance around just a little bit. It's kind of, there you go, see? Just a little bit of a gap. It actually fits pretty good for an aftermarket piece. So I'm going to go ahead and drill the rest of the holes, mark them, we'll drill them, and see how it looks. Alright, so here's what we do. Basically, you get this lined up. You get the one here in the middle, and that holds it where you need it to be for the most part. And then it tilts a little bit. Get this gap right. It lines up here, lines up on the side. I've already checked it. So we're going to hold it. Hold it in place. We're going to drill another hole. See that? Easy peasy. Make sure you get your stainless steel. So I run this through. It's much easier if you take the bumper off, let me tell you. Now this isn't going to stay on. I'm just doing this for you guys. It's going to come back off. I mean, I'm doing it for myself because it's getting fitted. But I'm going to do all these, get all the holes where they go, and then it's going to come back off, so then when I paint it, and then it'll make it easier to put back on because all the holes will have them all ready to go. And but you can see, you know, this moves around. So basically, I put one here, here, and here, and then you're gonna, once you get it set to where it goes, this lifts up, you get this where it goes, we'll get a hole in the fender, and this one over here is gonna hold it. And you can see once this side's in over here on the side of the fender, it isn't going anywhere. It's pretty stout. Then you can put your bumper back on. So it's not really too much of a problem. Really, it isn't that bad to put on with the bumper on because, you know, the bumper sits here. You can actually reach. You reach up from behind in here. You can reach up from behind and get these holes. It's easier though to get it fitted with no bumper and get the holes drilled. Once all the holes are in place, then you put the bumper back on, and then it's easy to get it back in place from there. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up the rest of these, get it in place, and then we'll show you. Okay guys, there is the chin spoiler. Chin spoiler is attached. Now, it's all bolted on. It's not tight, you know, I just have it, the bolts, you know, just kind of in there. And you can see it's connected to the side. I'll even show you, see if we can get up in there. I don't know if you can see that or not. Maybe. So we drilled a hole through the fender. And you can see how it just kind of fits perfectly along that front valance. Okay, both sides. Now, I think is what I may do is, if I remember, I'm not sure how I did the last one. I forget. I've done so many of these. See this little gap right here? This is, it bends. Look, you can push that down. So I think I'm going to go ahead and drill another hole here. And I'm going to drill another hole here and put 2 more bolts and screw them tight, just so there's no gaps. So it actually fits pretty nice. So that's pretty much how you put the chin spoiler on. If you didn't know how to do it, it's really simple. And like I said, this is an aftermarket one. It needs a little bit of sanding, a little bit of, really doesn't need any putty. It just needs a little bit of sanding before I paint it. You know, some of the, it's got a little bit of fiberglass. There's a little roughness around the edges here a little bit. I'll clean all that up, sand that down, and that'll be that. Let me go ahead and throw that front bumper back on real quick, and we'll show you what it looks like. It's real easy. Actually, the bumper's on. It's 2 bolts here, 2 bolts there, and you can reach right up. It's simple to get into. So throw that front bumper on, and we'll take another quick picture. Show you, since I'm out here working by myself today, I just went and grabbed my motorcycle jack and put the bumper on it, lift the bumper right up with the motorcycle jack. And you know, I don't know if some people have them, some people don't, but it's nice because it has the 2 pieces for the frame of the motorcycle. Put the bumper on there, jack it up. I'm going to bolt it in. Easy peasy. Chin spoiler installation, very simple. Bumper's back on. And then that hood scoop's looking killer. I can't wait till that's finished. The front piece, I keep that front piece off of it just so it doesn't fall off and get any damage done until I'm done with the hood. But once I get that little chrome piece that goes around there, powder coated, and then that little piece that goes on top, it'll actually get bolted back on. Everything will be tight. It's gonna look awesome. So, chin spoiler. These cars have to have some kind of spoiler on the front, in my opinion. Makes them look just badass. I love that chin spoiler. So it fits pretty good. I know they have different varieties, you know, different styles of that chin spoiler, but I tend to like this one here. I know they have another one that doesn't have this bend in it. I think it just comes straight down, straight across, like the 1970 Mustangs had. I think they have one of them. Personally, I like the chin spoiler better than the King Cobras that just have the whole one piece that just goes straight down, like part of like a ground effects piece. I think this looks cooler. So there's your chin spoiler. So thanks guys, thanks for watching the video. Hope you learned something. I'm just making this up as I go. I don't know how to do any of this. I'm just kidding. So that's a chin spoiler. Maybe the next video we'll put the 3-piece spoiler on. We'll get some holes drilled. We'll get that thing all lined up, get that fitted. And this car's coming along. It won't be long, and I'll be painting this whole thing. So we'll get this whole thing painted, get that all the chin spoiler, the 3-piece, everything will be taken back off. Car will be painted. The door jambs. I'm going to paint the roll bars the same color as the car. I think I'm going to do that. And I'm also thinking about the stainless or the aluminum or whatever it's made of around the windows, all the window trim on all the windows. I've seen some people paint those. Seen it painted black. Mine's pretty much shot. It's not shiny anymore. So it doesn't, there's nothing I can do to clean it. I don't know how to clean it. I've been trying to clean it. I've tried to clean the other one. It's as shiny as it gets. So I'm actually thinking about sanding it and painting it all the same color as the car. Make it all, that way it kind of looks like there's no transition between the body and the windows. It almost, you know. So let's see how that looks. That's just a thought. I haven't decided yet, but it's a thought. So I appreciate you guys watching the video. Please subscribe to my channel. Share with your friends. Tell everybody you know. And I'll talk to you next time.